Hello, 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 and welcome back to Writer's Tips and Feedback. I am Samantha Wright. I am a writer, hobbyist photographer, and a wife. Today's video is all about censoring yourself, and what I mean by that is I've been seeing a shit ton of writers, whether they're newbies or not, they're all wondering if their stories or books will catch anyone's interest. That's an obvious worry or thought that a writer is going to have, but I've been seeing a lot of people giving in to this, and I think it's becoming a big issue with some newer writers. I'm not very sure if this specific person that I saw is a new writer or if they're a seasoned writer, but either way, this person dabbled with the idea of junking an entire book that they had written, the whole first draft. While I understand sometimes that's necessary, because you're worried about readers who may not sympathize with your protagonist is not a reason to just trash something that you've written. While some writers' worries may be somewhat realistic for some readers, are we really going to let some readers dictate our success? I think the biggest thing to remember is you're not obligated to do anything or to write any specific genre or any type of topic. It's really super sad to think writers are more worried about writing stories that other people will like. You should write for yourself and write what you like. If you write what you like and you're writing for yourself, you're going to enjoy it more. You're probably going to finish the project. You're probably going to do a much better job writing, say, romance instead of a historical fiction, which you don't enjoy. If I had to write a historical fiction rather than the darker type stories that I like to write, I probably wouldn't even finish it. I would hate doing the research. I would not enjoy it at all. I wouldn't get the book written in the first place, so how is that really benefiting me to write what someone else likes? Writing what you like is going to motivate you to actually work on the story, to put time into it, to put energy into it. The case that I'm talking about specifically, the writer wrote a serial killer as their protagonist, and they wanted readers to feel sympathetic toward the serial killer. Can this be done, and should you do this? Bet your ass you should, and bet your ass you're going to have to work a little harder to write this type of protagonist, but why not put in the effort? Considering I like darker things, I might not be the best person to ask, but doing things that aren't always done are beneficial, extremely beneficial. People like new things. They don't like the same thing over and over and over. So don't shy away from harder work. Don't write romances just because people say they like that. And don't write something you don't enjoy to gain a broader audience of your writing. I say don't take the easy way out. If you write a story, there's a reason. There's a reason that story came to you. There's a reason your mind created that story. Or if you believe that stories just come to you and you don't create them, you just uncover them. Some people do judge books by the cover and the subject matter. But those who do and will give it a chance, those are the ones you're trying to draw in. You're not trying to change other people's minds. You're trying to draw in the ones that are already interested in that type of book. So what then happens if a story you write isn't a trending topic and doesn't have a very broad audience? Chances are, no matter what you write, there will be and is an audience. Whether the audience is large or whether that audience is small, it depends on the topic, obviously. The biggest advice I can give is to advertise it correctly. A really good friend once told me, if your book is horror with a romantic element, don't try to pass it off as a straight romance. Own your genre and your topics. I will probably say this throughout all of my videos that are on this type of topic here. Just trust that there is an audience for everything. I'm serious. Everything. If you can think of it, someone is writing that. And someone is buying it. There are some sick things being written. And you're sitting here worrying about whether your serial killer protagonist is going to be able to find people who want to read it. Many people love serial killers. They find them fascinating. They like to see character growth with them and things of that nature. If you can make someone sympathize with your serial killer protagonist, then more power to you. That's awesome. And this advice is for anything. If you're doing something that's not normally done, or if you're doing something that goes against rules, but you're making it work for you, then just do it. Don't worry about it. Too many times, writers let other people's opinions change what they want to do with their book. A lot of times, opinions are what ruin good books. I'm not saying don't ask people for opinions. What I'm saying is trust yourself. Trust your gut. Trust yourself to know what is a good story. And 9 times out of 10, And 9 times out of 10, you're probably on a road to creating a very good book. You have to know when to trust yourself and when other people's opinions direct where your story is going. If you're enjoying my videos, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and check out my other videos because I have quite a few of them now, considering I'm such a new channel.